Okay, so now that I know I'm live, everything should be good. I still want to figure out why it seems so dark in my preview window. Like, that's complete darkness, but I can see perfectly fine. So, to catch anyone up on what I've done, I've begun work on the storage and crafting station rooms. For the crafting station room, it's the same as when I last showed it, but now I filled it out a bit more and decided to add posts in between each spot because I thought that looked nice, and I extended that over to the crafting room, which I did off stream, just to save monotonous building it. And I think it looks nice. All I really need to do is add a nice background wall. And I'm really trying to get things down to a manageable volume level for this. In addition to the new storage room, I've added a couple buildings and started moving the town over a bit. So now you still have the tavern / inn, but now you have the zoologist research headquarters, which I decided would be stationed right under my giant tree, since a giant tree would be the best place to find animals. And I figured out why the pylons weren't spawning, and that's solely because I didn't have a happy enough NPC. But the new village addition is the shop. It's not much right now. I want to add some more decorations up here and definitely into the attic crawl space. Yeah, I think that I did well with the shop. And I have a bunch of stars. So why not sell them all to just get that out of the way, as well as obtain my first pylon, which was a partial goal that I wanted to do. I wanted to get a pylon so that then I could focus on building up a nice little pylon altar, as well as try and get a second pylon. But currently, the other NPCs, I don't believe have a pylon available yet. And that's just something I have to take care of. Mostly, I have to go to the jungle, get enough money to buy a new pylon, and then place one down there so that I have easy access back to it. But that involves making the jungle safe for the NPCs that are there, as well as build up a nice looking house. Or town, really. And I did get the rocket shoes from the Goblin Tinkerer, as well as... Oh, I forgot that I set tab to be my open menu button, since I just didn't like how escape was working. But yeah, I also need to get the desert pylon. From either the dye trader or the... I don't remember what the shop... what Malik's name is. Like, the type of shopkeep they are. And I'm also not sure about... specifically how to better increase their happiness. Because in the desert, I think there's maybe one other NPC I could put here. But otherwise, I got as many as I could put there for now. Ocean's going to take some time, since for that I'm going to need both the stylist and the angler, and currently I think the angler is either he's in the jungle or he's... yeah, no, he's right there. So... okay. So they're happy. I could get the jungle pylon if I got enough money. And, of course, you can put the Dryad and Luciano... well, the Dryad and the Painter in a mushroom biome pre-hard mode to get yourself the blue mushroom pylon. Sadly, the only NPC who likes the mushroom biome, and since you have to construct an artificial mushroom biome above ground, I don't really see the point in getting the pylon, since you could end up placing it somewhere close by to your base or in your base, or just somewhere that doesn't really mess with the other villagers' happinesses. So, with the title of the stream, I'm going to be taking on two specific goals. And that is, I'm going to try and take on the Queen Bee, as well as the Brain of Cthulhu. Now that I'm worried about how dark it is for the preview, and I still haven't watched my Terraria Stream VOD to see if it is genuinely a problem with the recording, or if it's just the capture's just naturally dark. So, time for something really stupid. So I now have to be very careful to not break the larva. If I break the larva before I'm ready, I'm going to be in for a world of pain. So that's why I'm using explosive, is to take care of as many nuisances as possible. Now, I'm not sure what dictates the spawn of bees, but so long as I'm in the honey, I should be fine, and pretty much immune to all poison. And I'm, of course, very worried about triggering the fight before I have the arena set up. Let's see. I've been saving the stick of dynamite for a very specific occasion, and this should be it. Oh, I need a better hook. So yeah, as I'm clearing out the space for the arena, my main thought is how the queen bee normally fights is a bunch of rushes until it either shoots at you or decides to change up tactics and spawn minions. So I essentially can't do anything to it while it is rushing. And unless I want to try and do some weird strategy using the spiky balls that I got from the goblin invasion, I'm going to have a tough time of taking on the queen bee since I don't have range. Just in general, range is one of my weakest attributes right now, since all my range damage is coming from the tendon bow. And I don't have much to augment that. Besides, I'm missing 2 whole hearts from being at max health for pre-hard mode. Which, I mean, that's the slightest bit more to have to work through for the queen bee's damage, but it is still something I have to address, especially since I'm setting up a massive arena to fight it. So I have to be very careful when it comes to setting up the arena, mostly to not break the larva, but also so that then I have enough space to move around. The queen bee will be a tougher fight if you don't have the ability to move around. And I remember the amount of trouble I had with fighting the queen bee, mostly from accidentally starting the fight before I was ready, but also from when I was doing a summoner class lock run. And that just made things a bit more difficult than I thought they would be, since I was stuck using a whip and praying that I'd get a summon. Like, I was at the point of being completely done with the run just because I couldn't get a good summon to make up for my lack of damage. And with that, I mostly fought the Queen Bee without any sort of help. So I had to give up on a class-specific weapon and just go with that as the focus. So now it was that I was mostly a summon-based character who used other classes' weapons to augment their abilities, since just summon damage on its own can be good, but oftentimes it's not enough. And out of everything I want to do for this, I really want to get the sword, since that will allow me to summon bees. Not true summon, but it would help. And getting a hornet staff would also help, since summons are just passive damage. Now let's see about getting more of this arena set up. Yeah, if I can give myself enough room, this should be easier than it would be. It's mostly, I have another plan of something I want to get before the fight, but that involves coming back after already having come here, and double checking on the supplies I have for that plan. And possibly having to add supplies. I don't know if I should try and make it higher, or if I should just try and dig out as much of a space above as possible. If you understand what my plan is, then congrats. You probably think I'm going to have to do a lot of work to get that set up, and yes, it's going to be a lot of work to get that plan to work. I'm so happy that flowing liquid doesn't destroy the larva, since that would be bad. But the longer I stay in the spot setting up the arena, the harder it is to get out, so that then I could do anything else in the jungle. Namely, finding a very specific trinket, accessory, whatever you choose to call them. Oh yeah. This is an interestingly shaped hive. I'm going to need a campfire. I like it to be themed. If I can find enough heart, I can make a heart lantern. And that will also add to the arena. Yeah. not the best situation to be in. Especially when the deadliest enemy in the nearby area is that hornet, but that's dealt with. I don't really like the jungle for its underground section. Mostly because of how dangerous it is. But more so because of the poison and the fact that you have to go into hardcore mode. Or not hardcore mode, hard mode. To get the item that would manage poison a bit better. Okay. Also, the jungle's a weird area monster spawn-wise, since they just spawn like crazy. So that ends up making me think, okay, the spawn rate is just really high in the jungle. And I'm genuinely not sure if that is the case. I mean, if that is the case, then, well. Okay. This is also why I hate it. I really don't like the hornets. It is just the poison. Poison is an annoying debuff to have to manage. Okay. So it's getting more and more difficult for me to escape without using some form of potion to get out. And I need to get deep into the jungle. So it could be in my best interest to leave for now. Deposit what I have on me, so that then I don't end up losing it. And then go after the other focal point. Oh yeah, just saying this. The storage system is in no way, shape, or form fully set up. And that's mostly because I couldn't plan for everything right off the bat. I'm not sure how many things I'm going to have to specifically sort. So, like I put the high blocks into the turf chest. I'm just going to put them into this to be sorted chest. Which is mostly stuff that I haven't thought about yet. Because for some things I have like mob drops. But for something like, say, glow sticks, do I put that in the mob drops chest, or do I later put it in a chest for like torches and different lighting sources? It's a conundrum. But for now, I have these 3 gravitation potions. I think it would be nice if I were able to fly up into the sky and find a floating house. So, I'm not exactly sure how high up I need to be. I know it's generally near space, but not often is it at space. And I think it's based off of how close to the ground it is. Oh, there it is. So yeah, this one was pretty high up. Since, yeah, it reached the top of the world screen. Loot all and what? This is new. This is new to me. So, I have no real Okay, this has just made my game ridiculously easy. I have no clue why or what. But then again, I found something in a chest that normally isn't found in that chest, being the golden horseshoe. And now I found pre-hard mode wings. Right now, my mind is just, what? And I think that means I don't need the golden horseshoe, since the wings generally act as that. So I have no clue if I just got a rare spawn or not. Oh, I'm running low on the potion. I really hope that isn't the only Sky Island I have. Because I was really good, but I was really hoping for a weapon. It's just a lake, the sky lake. That's good, but it's not really helpful. It's the crimson. Yeah, the other crimson's a bit of a weird situation. Okay, I got the balloon, so that's jump height increased. I essentially have no real worry about jump height, though. Oh, if only I had water bolt. Then this would be easy. Oh yeah, I did get to this side of the world. And check the ocean to try and find an amazing chest. But sadly, all the chests in the right side ocean didn't hold that much. At least not that much that's useful. Wow, I was that close to have missed it. Some Sky Islands point to where other Sky Islands are. That generally seems to be how it works. Flight time's not the best, but I have amazing wings. I have no real reason to scoff at this. Besides, I got a new crafting station. And a new type of chest to use as well. And just in general, this was a great find. Yeah, I do just need a chest for generic furniture, though. I need to place the sky mill down. And I need to place that and that in there. Potions, Night Owl potion, which would help once it gets dark. So, with this, I like how it's coming together. I do just need to get rid of all the dirt. So generally, the Sky Islands are going to be relatively high up. That just means that I need to be careful in my search. And to not have too large of a gap. Yeah, the only real way I know to find Sky Islands is through the water bolt strategy. And I already checked the farthest point I am willing to go into the dungeon for a water bolt. And nothing. Yes! Star Fury! Okay. It's not as good. But that helps. Ah, man. Okay, that was fast. I mean, it's just a lake, but still. Okay. So apparently the left side is where specific spawns are. Like, the entire left side of the world has been so good. It's the only side where the giant trees naturally spawn, besides the jungle ones. And so far, I've just been astonished by what I've been able to find. Now I'm out of gravity. No. Well, I need to come over here anyway. With these 2 potions that I have, I should be able to check the ocean and on the left side without any problems. But yeah, just to tell you how many trees there have been on this side, there's 1 right there, 4 right here, and 2 right here. On the other side, none. It boggles my mind at how things spawned. I really enjoy having flight that isn't through the boots, and I think if I am wearing the boots as well, I get a bit of an extra bonus to that. Then again, I don't really remember and am not really sure. I just know I have never seen any pre-hard mode wings. Ever. The closest is the wings you can get from the Witch Doctor / Dryad. I can't remember who sells them, but the leaf wings. And yay, this was entirely pointless. I was worried about that. So now, if I want to try and get the lava walking boots, I'm going to have to fish for the damn boots. Not really sure if I should place that there. So, my journey has led me to a Star Fury, which is what I wanted to find. I can put the Blood Butcher on display, but for right now, I'm just going to put it in this chest, along with the Ice Boomerang. I kept it so that I had a melee ranged option. And I mean, I never really used the boomerang items all that much. But Star Fury helps so much. I mean, now I have to be careful every time I swing it, if I am ever around the jungle larva. Oh man, the amount of movement I now have is amazing. I have the shield to quickly go into a run. I have wings which just allow me to glide. And I have the Spectre boots for the extra run speed. So if I'm correct, yeah, I don't need the horseshoe at all now. So that frees up an extra accessory slot. Oh, this gives me so much power. Okay, so I probably want to head there. I mean, it also helps in exploring since if things work out, I can do something like that. So, that's now just one away. Hopefully there's enough light. I mean, I have the glow potion, but I never really like having that active since I just forget to place torches. Whoop. No, no, and no. Okay. So, there's an available heart. Oh, and a magic mirror. This has been such a great exploration time. All I need to find is an anklet of wind, and then I could make myself the upgraded Spectre boots, since I already have the aglet, which is honestly the part that oftentimes is a problem for me. Okay, some crimson, or I think it's crimsonite, or it's crimtane. Crimtane. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, I got a nature's gift. I didn't get a mining potion. At least down here. There we go. I'm not going to worry about picking up more Crimtane, since I'll get enough from boss fights, and I'm going to do so many refights with some bosses for the trophy that it's not really worth it. Okay, so this looks like more of a job for Bo. Star Fury has its moments, but other times it's just yes. Okay, and without... Yep. That has helped so much. I'm just finding... a lot of the stuff that I needed. Still do need the Anklet of Wind, but at this point, I'm not overly stressed about getting that. Okay. Staff of Regrowth. Nice to have. I was happy to find this tree, and then all that happiness suddenly just left. Okay, and that should be... Okay, so that's very clearly a trap. So, getting out of there. That worked in my favor. Okay, then. Okay, there's one more. I'm very careful around any just out in the open golden chests. Oh, that could have been so bad. No room for the dead man's chest. Just put on the nature's gift as a visible accessory. Anything else that I could do? Ooh, gravitation potions. Those are nice. There we are. I'm just going to look over my items a bit more to see if there's anything else that I could possibly hope to get that I haven't maybe already gotten. Okay, so I'm going to decide dynamite there and run. Okay, so well, out of everything, I've not yet fought either of the bosses I planned on, but I was also planning on the stream going a decent amount of time. I was not planning to get what I got as soon as I did. Okay, so So, what do I not need? That. I'll save that for when I have a better chance of just taking it on where it is. The decision to stay where I am or to try and explore more. I think I explore more. If I collect enough materials, I might be able to make a few things that could be amazing. Like, I know I'm going to need to make the grass sword no matter what. Okay, bomb. Not the greatest outcome of the bomb. I don't like having the flare gun. It's just kind of... Mostly because I want to place down torches. Oh, did I get our Splunker's potion at all? No, of course. Of course not. Eh. Okay, that's a compass. Don't care about that. I have plenty of gel. Okay, that should be enough. Or not. Okay, those are the two things that I wanted to get rid of most. Another heart. think the dungeon would be as large as it is. And I always underestimate how big it is underground. Okay, that is a big water area. So, okay. That was not how I had planned it to go, but it worked out. Do I have a gills potion on me? No, I have water walking, but nothing really else. Okay. Okay, diamonds. Part up there. Oh. Or yeah, no. A very convenient crimson altar right there. Okay, so I'm higher up. So I did run out of flares at one point. Ooh, fun! Okay, that's where I call the adventure. Since a blood moon is an opportunity to get a lot of nice stuff. A lot of particularly choice treats. Sorting stuff during a blood moon is often not the best time. I could grab the extra defense. Honestly, now I'm good with what I have there. I do just need to put all the potions away. The mahogany chest goes into there. That. The compass stays on my person. And those. Off I go to my arena. Ah, that's not great. Well, the shark tooth necklace helps. I got the shark tooth necklace, which is exactly what I wanted, but there's something more that I want. Zombies are easy to defeat with the banner. If I can get a blood zombie and a dribbler banner, that'll help. If only I was able to make a volcano trap. Here, so I can force a blood moon. Which isn't the worst thing. This is a really lackluster blood moon. If I were fishing during this, it would be terrifying. Then again, I'm not sure how the pre-hard mode fishing pool looks for this. Yeah, there's there and there. I pulled up the sunflower just so that then I could maybe get some more spawns going. Oh, that's another demon eye banner. Come on, I want the money trough. And on that blood moon, no money trough was obtained. Some bloody tears, though. What could I put into storage? I mean, right now, I have a fair bit of storage that isn't really accounted for. So I think if I use my ivy chests, I'm going to use it for dyes and such. So I'm going to grab those. And I'm going to put the banner, the tears in there. And going to pull 2 of the life crystals so that then I can... Oh. Then again, for dyes, it's not going to take up much space, so I'm just going to put them there. Like, one's going to be the items and one's going to be the dyes themselves. And then I just need to find the exact materials needed for Heart Lantern, which I should now have on me. Okay, didn't need the iron, needed the chains though. So one's going in my main arena. Which I can't remember how far Heart Lantern goes. Oh, fair ways. So I probably want it there. Then it extends. Yeah, it extends as far as that. So this means for some of my arenas, I'm going to focus on flight, since now that is an option. At least more of an option than it was before. So, Brain of Cthulhu is probably going to be a decently tough fight. And I really have no reason to go after the Queen Bee besides the Bee Nades. Those will help in fighting the Brain of Cthulhu, as well as bosses like Skeletron. Actually, that means for the Queen Bee arena, I may be able to shore it up a bit. I was able to unlock a lot of accessory spots just on the principle of, well, now I don't have to worry that much. Okay, so in most situations, I'm going to be able to take advantage of the terrain. Except if there is a hollow nook, then I can't take advantage. Meaning, I need to open up the area, and basically allow for as much damage opportunity from this as possible. The stars need to be able to fall, so either I fill in the gaps or I open them up. Those are my options. As for whatever I don't open up, I can easily fill in with the blocks I get from the terrain I'm opening up. Building an arena specifically for Star Fury is an ask. Okay. So now the issue that has become clear I have a path that allows enemies into the arena, and I haven't fought the boss. So I need to despawn those enemies, and at the same time close off the arena so that no more can enter. And I should have attempted to close off the arena sooner. And I'm not sure if I went far enough to despawn them or not. Looks like I did for the most part. Okay. Oh. The arena is large enough that it can spawn enemies. So yeah, if I pull... No. Okay, that feels like it should be enough. Okay, then. Is there anything else I could... Okay, I have no clue what's going on with that. I think my mouse is acting up. Okay. I now have enough arrows. I'm at full health. I have a heart lantern and a cozy fire, as well as the band of regeneration. I have lesser healing potions, which aren't the best, but I can make it work. Magic mirror. Okay. Okay, so I have to be third column down. Or, not third column, third row. Well. Bring it on! Okay. Should have gone down when I went. That was bad. No, so close. This isn't an optimal arena for Star Fury, and I don't like when this happens. When I get so close to defeating the boss, and then it's just, I do a bunch of stupid mistakes, or I end up in a situation of, well, can't do anything because the arena just doesn't work. It's actively hindering you. Okay, so I could make a couple of things. 5, 6, and 5. 5, 6, and 6. So that would be 1 point more, and it's magic focus. Okay, I have the Thorn Chakram as an option, or the Blade of Grass, which has a chance of poisoning enemies, but then I have to get close to them. I don't think anything would help all that much. Give me a moment. Okay. So, out of everything, my best bet at this point is probably to take on the brain. Before that, I should really focus on getting some better healing. Before that, I need glowing mushrooms. And it just so happens that far enough below is a glowing mushroom biome, right under the crimson. So I'm not sure how that would interact I'm not sure if the Crimson would end up overwriting the mushroom biome, or if the mushroom biome overwrites the Crimson. Either way, I'm going to need to go down there, and there are Crimson Hearts right next to it. So, depending on what overwrites what, I might just be able to fight it in the wide open space that's there. And I don't know if I should try and get some potions made besides the upgraded health potions. Okay, so I do need to go through this way, but I need to not let loose the... I mean, I don't really need to worry about destroying the torches. It's just more... I am extremely worried that everything is just way too dark. And this has told me that I have nothing at all to... Well, I have something to fear. Mostly the whole... It's very unclear about what overwrites what. But it's such a wide open area that... if I can fight the brain here, then I think it would be perfect. Or near perfect. Well. I at least have a nice area to go to for fishing in the mushroom biome. I hope that's not too loud. Well, okay then. I may be able to pull this off within just the Crimson biome itself. All I would need is... my usual arena setup. Since the Crimson is a lot easier to set up an arena for than in the Corruption. Since the Corruption, you mostly have to fight above ground, since the underground is a pain to set the arena up for. But the Crimson, it's just... oh hey, nothing to worry about, because you have this wide open space. All I need is one main platform. to circle around, as well as enough light. And I mean, opening it up a bit more wouldn't hurt. But it's just, it is so open that the value of Star Fury skyrockets. So, knowing that opening it up isn't that bad of an idea, since it's just more room to maneuver around. My main worry is probably going to be from whether or not the brain is going to really mess with me, because I haven't fought it all that much. Besides, I need to light everything up so that then I know how much room I have to work with. Like that open area up top, if I could extend that into this room, then I have a large vertical area to fight in. So, going in from here. If only it didn't have so much water. I think I've done enough that all I really need to do is place the central platform that I'm going to work with. I mean, it'll effectively reduce the available area for Star Fury to work on by just the tiniest bit. But I don't really need to worry about that, since already the amount of space I have to work with is pretty good. I just need to do the slightest bit of alteration, which I'm going to have to go back to the base for the main material, which would be wood. I need a campfire, And I need another heart lantern, or to be able to reuse a heart lantern that I already have. I can pull it from my main arena. That doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'm going to get the potion lineup set up so that then I can just pop them all and go. I don't think archery would help that much. Night vision would probably help. Yeah, I think that's as good as I'm going to get for potions I have currently. Put the seeds back in there. Make a crimson campfire, because why not have it be themed for the area? And now the next level of health potions, which I definitely want as many as I can get. So that should be good. That was terrifying. Okay, got the campfire. I just need to place the glowing mushrooms away. If I had the opportunity... Oh. That is adorable. I didn't realize that was a pet item. If I knew what I could cook with these. I know that was incredibly lazy of me, but I don't really care. I just want to find out about what I can craft. So, fruit juice. Cooking pot requires 2 apples. Fruit salad would require a bowl and 3 fruit. Minor. And it's just life regen. And it's just different times depending on how far I go. So it's just any 3 fruit and any 2 fruits. So I'm going to assume that apple has, yeah, something very specific. What about the grapefruit? Just general fruit. Lemon has lemonade. Yeah, no, I just need a cooking pot and a bowl. And if I take on the brain, I will be able to upgrade my armor to the Crimtane armor. Which, since it's melee focused, will assist in what I'd be able to accomplish. At least for fights. Oh, I think I need to make my cooking pot. That. Wood. I didn't care what type of wood. Cooking pot. So I will put that right here. So, with that, I now need to figure out how to make a bowl. Okay, I didn't realize plates were a thing. So now with a bowl, I should be able to make fruit salad. Surprised that doesn't have a quote for it. So I just need to grab the heart lantern. Oh yeah, and I can grab it while I'm here. I'm trying to remember the trigger for meteors landing. If I do need to fight the boss, win or lose, then I'll be able to upgrade some stuff to meteor. And then I can make the meteorite armor to just cheese a lot of things with the alien blaster or the laser blaster. Which wouldn't be something I'm opposed to. I did it for Skeletron Prime. Or, not Skeletron Prime. Skeletron in my Summoner. Or class restriction. I should have enough wood now. And yeah, this is the funny part. The tree is the entrance to the Crimson. So, considering I'm going for more of a nature theme for my player home, I find it hilarious that the entrance to one of the Crimsons is in a tree. Of course, my main reason for sectioning things off, as I'm going to be doing, is to primarily stop any form of interference. And I'm going to have way too many crafting tables by the end of this. But out of everything, I still want the ability to move through them without really being hindered. The exception being this bottom one. That I'm going to completely wall off. So yeah, in getting this area set up, I have restricted most of the problems I could have. The only one remaining being that that is generally going to be a death trap. Which, now it isn't. Generally, anything I can be caught under is going to be a pain. Anything that slows down mobility is going to be equally a pain. If I can get rid of it or modify it in any way, then that just makes the fight a tad bit easier. The only thing I would love to have that I don't is honey. And I just realized I still have this giant gap up here. But nothing should come from that. But I still do want to adjust the terrain in my favor still. Oh, that was bad. I didn't realize how close I was to that first bomb, but everything seems to have worked itself out and may have made the train more usable. So, need another one of those for that. That. Sorry for that background sound. My dog's asleep in here right now. Sort the inventory. I apparently got a grapefruit along the way. Going to put that in the lower corner just so that then the grapefruit doesn't take up the space of the fruit salad. So, with that, I should be ready to begin this as soon as I break down the final heart. I do want to get some more light set up. I mean, this doesn't really matter unless I'm on the run. But once I break this heart, and I'm off. Hello, Brain of Cthulhu. My, don't you look beautiful. I didn't get my hotbar set up. Doing that mid-fight is going to be a thing. Okay, take the time, just move stuff around. Oh, I did not close that door. I only need enough tissue samples. For the armor. However many that is, I have no clue. Oh, I did not realize they could inflict blindness. Okay, almost done. I can't remember what the next phase is. Oh, it's that. Not going to lie, it was probably the cloud that was doing the most damage. Okay. Get the cloud set up again and just... Okay, first fight with the Brain of Cthulhu for this world went surprisingly well. Turn that off. I don't like the light pets too much, and that's a good number of tissue samples. Oh, they can open doors. What? Ain't that just nice? I was worried, but apparently I held my own. So yay, the Jagged Brain of Confusion. I'm never going to use this. I thought I could wear it and it's viewable. I think I'm probably thinking of the mask. Okay, slow fall's a bit of a weird thing, and I still have a few minutes of potion buffs, so let's just immediately go on to fight another. Okay, so a Crimson Rod again, a Rotted Fork. Okay, so then this path. Not this path. So I guess the only other hearts are right down there. So... okay. Okay. Oh, if I didn't have these wings, I'd have to have adjusted this so much more than I have. Okay, confusion. And I'm mostly doing this because I've got potion buffs still going. Okay. Oh, I got the trophy already. I was going to try and go for that at some point, but now I don't have to fight against the Brain of Cthulhu as much. Well, that's... Okay. I was genuinely not expecting it to be that fast to get the Brain of Cthulhu trophy. So now, I have to figure out a trophy room. But before that, I need to make a bunch of bricks and make myself some crimson armor. So now, greatly increased life regen. Yay! And a bunch of damage. Yeah, generally it's 3 points better than the platinum stuff I was using before. But that doesn't matter. Okay. I can make that. And then I need a bit more to make the axe. Oh, and of course I get a negative speed. Now that should be pretty much everything I needed for the crimson stuff. So let's just put the tissue samples in there, the rotted fork in there. I need to put the crimson rods away. I might as well use the one with a modifier. I can sell a Brain of Cthulhu, or a Brain of Confusion, so I'm going to keep the one that has a modifier, and I'm going to just sell what I don't need. Shopkeep, I need to sell stuff to you. So now, okay, that's a lot of money. I can grab the jungle. Pylon, so then I'll have the 2 pylons for the network, and I'd only need to worry about making it look nice. I'm going to guess that the reason the 2 desert NPCs don't really care to sell the pylon is because they aren't happy enough. trying to remember anything else I could need to get. You are not happy enough to sell the pylon, so you are the only one who can sell it. I now have it. And I could grab seeds, and I could grab planters. Right now... Ah, that's why. You are right next to somebody you hate. So, that's that pylon done. Now I can place this one here. And... perfect. I do need to head to the desert to grab the dye vat because I forgot to do that. But I've also realized I haven't been focusing on gathering any strange plants or mysterious plants, whatever they're called. And bestiary. I know some of the enemies that I fought. Oh, I could get a hamburger from them. That wouldn't be too bad to just set up like a crimson grinding area so that then I could get hamburgers being produced. Eye of Cthulhu, 10% chance for the trophy. So on the second attempt was really nice for the Brain of Cthulhu. King Slime I also have to worry about. The next goblin invasion, I need to make sure that my arena is all set up. Which means I need to quickly pull up that. Open that. And I've been keeping a text document of all my deaths for this world. So, I just need to look over what I haven't counted yet. So, if I check over here... yeah, tombstones are specifically on the map. But generally, I should have only died around here. And it looks like I'm in the clear for death. So those have been tallied. I just need to take this time to head to the desert, get what I need to get, but also, wow, that's an early thing. Okay, the stylist, golfer. Oh yeah, I should be nearing the check for the party girl to move in. That's probably for the clother, the wandering merchant, the skeleton merchant, the raining slime event. Yep, victories, table. Yeah, I do need to examine the snow biome a lot more. So, since I've taken on the Queen Bee and successfully defeated the Brain of Cthulhu, I think I am good to go for some more exploration. I mean, I didn't successfully defeat the Queen Bee, but I have accomplished a good bit. So, I think if I'm to explore the snow area any further, I'm going to need something. I also need to just get a water supply to make water bottles, as well as figure out how to make a summoning token for the Queen Bee. I could quickly try and take on the Eye, but it's probably too late to attempt that. Oh man, what was I going to get? I think, yeah, I just need to bring more torches. I'll use up the specific torches before the non-specific ones. Oh yeah, I was going to expand this, but I'll wait until the party girl shows up. And sadly, for the hollow, it's only the party girl and the nurse. So, I mean, that's enough people to allow for the pylon to work. Oh, hey, a meteorite has landed. Maybe I'll find that along the way. If I do, then I'm not really that worried about mining it. Since I have the crimson armor. And the health regen from this should, on its own, be enough to help me survive against Skeletron. Ah, man, that was not comfortable. I have my hand positioned in a weird way on the keyboard, since I'm holding shift to keep the torch out. And I'm still And I still have to move. So it just got a bit uncomfortable. I should have grabbed a mining potion while I was at it. At least then I wouldn't have to worry about how long it would take to mine through stuff. Yeah. So I could go down to hell and mine hellstone. If I wanted to. And I'm honestly not too sure if I should, because then I could jump to Hellstone armor, or molten armor, and that could be an improvement. Hold on a moment, I need to let my dog out. And I'm back once again. Okay, that... kind of forgot. Not in a safe location. The other thing I could have done was quickly grab some bombs. Exactly what I wanted to find. A large open cave. And slimes phasing through reality. At least they aren't ice spike slimes. I realize, with the crafting station setup I have, I'm probably going to have some empty spots. Solely from... some of those crafting stations might only be in the corruption. And some of them might be stationary and just locked to where they are. Like the altars. Oh, I want to get the upgrade boots as soon as possible. Because I hate dealing with ice physics. It's one of the worst things to do. Like, water stuff, Okay, I can't fault water for being water, but it's still irritating to move around in. But it's not as irritating as constantly slipping around, not really in control of where you move, or if you are in control of where you move, not to a great degree, and you always have to overcompensate for any sort of drift that happens. Oh hey, the dog has arrived. Going down might be the way to go. Ah. Had to sneeze. Okay, I saw that shine potion. Further down I go. I love how Star Fury at points can be a better tool for exploration than other items. So, is there anything I can loot down here? Oh. Okay, I have made it to a very special thing that I found at one point while exploring. So, this is a rail, and it goes all the way to right under where I'm building up my town. And I really just like how there's this massive rail system that just extends as far as it does. Okay, that's the flippers. That's great. Yep, there's that. There's definitely a lot to explore here. And I only have to worry about the chill debuff. And it's mostly because it's an annoying debuff that slows you down. And I don't like when I'm slowed down to a crawl. It's just this whole... I want to be able to get through this area fast and not have to be ganged up on by a bunch of different enemies that are way tougher than I would normally have to deal with. And in earlier points of the game, it becomes a thing to explore here. Or, I guess it becomes less of a thing the further you go. Like, with my new armor, I really got a chance of survival in a lot of bad situations. Like right there. Or I was just poisoned, and I'm not worried because although it's taking my health down a lot, as soon as I start regenning health, it's going to fill back up pretty fast. And I see that's the Blunker's potion. And immediately use it because I want to find chests more than anything else. Like right there. Yeah, I'll just take the gold chandelier. Oh, there's the ice blade. And an ice mirror. So generally, I prefer the ice mirror over the normal magic mirror. And that's not out of any sense of one has an effect that's better than the other. It's actually just through looks alone. I like how one looks over the other. And aside from that, there is no difference. So I just kind of treat them as just bring along the one you like the look of the most. Did I get any explosives? Yes, I did. Ow. Okay, give it a second, and... yeah, the health regen starts working fast. Since... yeah, that's a pretty good health regen. And I have just found our newest NPC. Especially as a weird summoner character. Oh, there he goes. I was about to say, I thought I saw something that wasn't just ore, and yeah, it was the heart. Trying to think of what else I could need from here. Because I was able to get the flippers. I was able to get the ice blade and the ice mirror. Oh. I might be able to get another NPC. Oh wait, I just realized there is another debuff I have to worry about. That would be frozen. So yeah, you can genuinely be frozen. And I can't remember which enemies here do that besides the ice spike slimes. Well, that up because it's a bunch of materials that I could use. And it allows me access to the spider den. So a bunch of cobwebs. And as I've learned from spider dens, you don't need to really open up the den itself. You just need to have enough walls behind you for it to start spawning spiders, since it's basically a miniature biome. Glow sticks can be chucked. Invisibility potions I will take. Web chest I will also take, and I could use the dynamite a bit later, so let's just throw away the shurikens. I don't really use shurikens, and aside for like Eater of Worlds and the Destroyer, they aren't that good. But if you're using shurikens on an Eater of, or not Eater of Worlds, Destroyer, then you are insane. And if you actually accomplish the task of defeating it, well, you are a greater player than anybody I have ever known to have played Terraria. I don't really need the rope, since I can essentially make a bunch of rope. I'm really surprised that the stylist hasn't shown up yet. There must be another spider den further left in the world. Loot all. The platinum bars are nice. I can wear the flippers to bring those. I can eat the ice cream just because. Then it's another web slinger. I have the seed, so I don't need the actual plant. At least not immediately. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's really disappointing. Well, no sense in staying around there without a Spelunker potion, since, honestly, just kind of aimlessly wandering isn't worth it. Okay, so now I just put away what I need to, so potion-wise, those... Being very careful about the bombs. I can place that there as a bonus dump chest for things I'm not sure. That is dropped by skeletons and piranhas. That is just that. And that is that. So then I can place the ice blade there. I can put the gold chandelier away at the tavern by actually using it at the tavern. Because, yeah, right now the tavern is just not too interesting. So, yep. Sorry, another sneeze. Considering the weather, I'm gonna take the advantage of how many worms are going to be popping out of the ground. So that's a bunch more of the enchanted night crawlers, in which they do spawn naturally, just not too often. And of course the dog is just left there. I could try and make another attempt at the Queen Bee boss. If I really feel like I had a chance. And yeah, animals do need to be placed in an actual room. So you will be stuck there. I guess with what I have now, I could go to the jungle and try my best to get more stuff from that. Frog flipper, frog gear, or diving gear. So the flipper is out for now. The stinger necklace would be nice to have just from having the honeycomb. So, gonna put that back on now. A quick band of regeneration can only be turned into a mana band or a charm of myths. Charm of myths isn't going to be happening anytime soon. For this, I need the anklet of wind or the flower boots if I really decided I want to toss on the flower boots. And for this, I need the Titan glove, which is also not going to happen anytime soon. That is something I'm going to need to do at some point, which is build a giant underground mob spawner. And there's no real reason for it to have to be underground. It's more just, well, why not have it be underground? Especially since underground has a much larger variety of mobs. Oh, and I need to reclaim the Heart Lantern, but I don't really need to. So I just need to tunnel down and build a hellevator. Which I could do right there, maybe. Depends on how close. Nope. Nope, I do not agree with that. So, out of what I could use to build up the hellevator. Yeah, I think I'd go to the left of things. And I could have it be over here. Besides, it should be fast. But I do have no excuse for not using a mining potion. Let's grab 2 and a night owl potion. I should grab 2 night owl potions so it lasts as long as the mining potions, but I'm not really going to worry about that. Since it's mostly to give people the chance to actually see what I'm doing. I'll pretty this up at a later date. This will also get me some materials that I may or may not have needed. Mostly stone. didn't realize I was that close to one of these. Yeah, there's nothing much to talk about, really. Especially since it's a hellevator, so it's just a giant tunnel to the bottom of the world. Oh, hey, water, that'll maybe help. I don't really enjoy making elevators, but it's just for convenience to make them, so there's no real reason to not make a elevator if you're going to head down to the bottom of the world anyway. Yeah, I still have a ways to go. So, let's make it a bit easier on myself. Sadly, not that much easier. Okay, now I decide that it is worth it to have that on. Mostly because then I and you can see. Okay, bonus mining potions that I find. Some extra torches, which are helpful. know I do need to take care of the queen bee at some point. Since I just remembered that's how I get the witch doctor to show up. Now, if only I had a depth meter. And instead of using my map, I could easily tell how far down I've got left to go. Also, what layer I'm on. I know I'm still in the caverns, and I know that normally in a large world, it takes ages to get down to the underworld layer. Oh yay, more water to have to deal with. Water isn't a bad thing in a hellevator, but it makes mining the hellevator a whole lot harder. Mostly due to drowning. The other part is due to light. And since I'm building a 3-wide elevator, it definitely is going to take a while. But I build it this way so that, one, the rope hangs down the center, but also so that then I can have lights on either side, as well as in case I need to fall, I'm hitting a larger target. I'm not going to worry about trying to explore at all. Mostly because there's no real point in exploring when I have this type of a construction to focus on. Besides, my inventory is probably full of random stuff that I just need to store. There's drowning. Well, I'm getting close. And this is why water in a elevator is good. in the event of finding lava, you then don't burn to death. And this is the downside of water in a hellevator. If through expanding it, you accidentally open up a vein of water, or knowingly open up a vein of water, then you've just gotten rid of all your torches. But you need obsidian to be able to make hellstone ingots, so it's not that bad. It's a trade-off that I can manage. I need to keep going straight down, because I have had elevators in the past that, upon getting close enough, veer off and just end once I get to the lava caves. Either because lava is directly in the path, or lava, just in general, is all that's in the way. Finding this in my elevator isn't that weird. It does make it annoying to continue, though. Mostly because now, in hard mode, I'm going to have to deal with closing off enough of it so that then I don't have the hard mode spiders constantly stopping me from progressing down. I've only got 5 torches left. That's not great. I mean, I can make more. Not many more, but enough. I didn't realize I had been afflicted with blindness. And yeah, this is... Okay, that is a depth meter. And of course, there's a blue mushroom biome right next door. So now, I take that trap because geysers are awesome to have trap-wise. Since they just activate by being stepped on, you can use them in a lot of interesting situations. Oh, that's a mimic. Oh, and there's Tim. Okay, so for a bit, I'm gonna look like Toad. Not because I want to, but because I really don't have much of a choice with what I have. So that I don't care about, that I do care about, that I don't really care about, that I care about, that I don't really care about. Actually, yeah, that I don't really care about. Tim's hat is nice, so I'll toss the blink root. Depth meter is nice. The shurikens I don't care about. So, okay, that isn't a mimic then. Okay. I could grab bone arrows. They're general just a tiny bit better than my fire arrows. Not really worth it. So, let's just sell those gems, those recall potions, those regular health potions, Band of Regeneration I want to keep. Let's see, what else could I really stand to be able to lose? Nothing much else. I can put those on, grab the water walking potions. This is also going to be a... yeah, that's normal. That's pretty normal for... what ends up generating. So, at this point, I am genuinely stuck doing a bit of exploration. Mostly out of lack of ability to continue the hellevator. So, pop right back up top. Drop as much stuff off since it is... yeah, that goes in there. Tim's hat, since it has an armor value, goes into armor. Obsidian goes into minerals. The chests go in there. That's getting placed. Yeah, all of this is getting placed at some point. That can be placed in there. That's getting placed. So now I just need to know where... Okay. He's over there. Okay, blue team, a DPS meter. Yeah. I'm mostly just gonna grab a lot of the Dynasty stuff. So I can place that in there. And I can use this to continue stuff. But for right now, placing a ton of rope. And I just continue to place rope until the number stops going down. This gets me to use up the rope. Otherwise, I'd sell it. Since I really don't have a use for rope besides this. That down. And this is genuinely going to just be... like, this is going to be the siding for it, so that then I can still keep my arena where it is. And my arena is going to double as a banner area. So... I then have banners that are in use, and I didn't want to break that. I hate having to dig up a one block low. Just any one block line. I don't like digging up, but I have to so that then I can place the dynast wood. And yeah, I do have a sunflower set up in the arena because it makes sense. Sunflowers give you a slight speed buff, but also decrease enemies' spawn rates. And I really don't... Yeah. And it's tall enough to fit me or banners, as the case is. So, this is more just overworld stuff. And now, along with putting the extra Hermes boots away, I can place the other chandelier, which I think is also, yeah, it's gold. Gold, and I believe it is tin, look very similar. So I had to make sure, otherwise it would have irritated me to no end. Okay, I'm putting everything away. I'll need to continue the hellevator, fight the queen bee, and eventually fight Skeletron. That shouldn't be that hard to get done. So, thanks for watching the stream, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. And definitely check out my Twitch channel, where you can see the other VODs that I also have on my YouTube channel. But you could also see me live. So, once again, I hope you've enjoyed. And I hope the rest of your day is great. Goodbye.